Am I the a-hole for taunting my ex's widow after she lost her court case for visitation with my son? The father of my son, 4, left me for someone else when I 25F was 6 months pregnant. My ex and this woman, Mavis, married when my son was roughly 3 weeks old. They demanded she come to his visits with our son and I refused. My reason? They said he needed to get to know his mom as well as his dad, and she was definitely his mom now. They were married and everything. And yeah, that's how they argued it. I never stopped him from seeing our son, but I didn't allow her anywhere near my home, and our son was 10 months old before X could take him out for visitation. Then I could do nothing about her being there, but at least she wasn't calling herself my son's mom in my home. She did join my ex every time he dropped our son home with me, and she would try to start a fight because I wouldn't let her hold him to say goodbye once the ex handed our son to me. She'd get mad. I would refuse to let her spend time alone with our son too. X was awarded every other weekend visitation when our son was 18 months old. He lost that visitation when our son was 2 because his wife tried to take our son out of daycare without permission and the cops had to be called. He went back to visit my house and she was not allowed near my house or my son. That softened after a few more months. She had to issue an apology and take some classes, and then every other weekend restarted. Then my ex died last year. My son was with me at the time, so there was no fight to get him back or her trying to run with him or anything. And I think she'd have tried to keep my son if X died during his visitation weekends. Mavis then tried to sue me for shared custody as his other parent. That case was thrown out because she was not a legal parent and had no parental rights to my son. Instead, she tried to sue for visitation, and unfortunately that went to court. It took a few months and we had 2 dates before the judge in order to get a ruling. She was denied visitation. It was decided she had not played a big enough role in my son's life and she wasn't his family anymore. I was relieved. Mavis was screaming about appeals as we left court. She tried to confront me a week after court and I was feeling so done with her and I taunted her and told her she would never be in my son's life again and go herself because she's all alone now, and with the way she acts it didn't surprise me. She started screaming after me, but I kept going. It was only afterward I wondered if it was unfair because she did lose my ex and she might have felt some genuine care for my son. I don't know. I think she's just unhinged. But maybe I was still an a-hole. So am I the a-hole for what I did?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. She wanted your child for her own, and it looks like given the option she will try to steal him anyway. Be very aware and protect him and you.
Nope. She sounds unhinged. I would consider moving and making sure she doesn't know where. Not the a-hole.
I hope that the court realizes that based on her history, there is a strong likelihood that she would steal your child if granted time with him alone.